Okay, so let's make this kill count for Note. We pretty much are a week into Note. We pretty much had a ton of stuff already talked about Note. We talked about the chimp scene. We've talked about the whole thing. What is this alien? Whatever you want to call it, an angel, all of that. We've talked about the ending and we've talked so much about it. But let's get right into how many kills were there exactly in this movie, because there's a ton that went missing under the radar, and it took me some time from hearing other people talk about the movie as well to really pick up on a lot of stuff. And then my second viewing, I picked up on more. So let's get right into how many kills were in Nope. Of course, this isn't my original idea, so before anybody goes in the comments and says that, I know there's nothing original out today. Like, everything's been done. But let's talk about what exactly happened at the beginning of this film. So one of the things I noticed on my second viewing, and somebody actually pointed it out as well in one of my lives I did originally last week, was there was talk about two hikers that had gone missing beforehand. And so we're going to add those two hikers in because we're pretty sure Jean Jacket pretty much consumed them. So they're gone, and those would explain the things that fall from the sky, right? At the beginning scene with OJ and his father. And as we get to that scene, of course, we're going to have to include OJ, his father. So three in there already. And so we skip further down ahead and we start to realize that this thing is pretty much eating horses now. So one thing we have to note here is that there are two horses that we see on screen pretty much get devoured by the thing. But then we also have to remember that by this point, OJ had already given Ricky a couple other horses before, and he even says 10. Now, I don't think that's counting Lucky with number 10. Lucky would be number 11. So we're going to go ahead and add those 10 horses in there as well, because those horses, they have pretty much been used for the consumption of Jean Jacket. So they're gone. Okay, so we're already at 15. This thing is insane. You've seen more kills here than you see in some other horror films, but definitely we're still just getting started, right? Because we still have the Star Lasso experience where we're going to see a insane amount of people get devoured here. But before we get into that, let's talk about the Gordy scene, where we have to, of course, include Gordy, which we do see get killed. And then presumably, I would say two other people might have gotten killed, like the dad and the other actress. We do know that the younger actress didn't get killed, as she has at the Star Lasso experience, but pretty much that luck's about to change when she gets there, right? So at our point now, we are 18 kills and we are just getting started to the main event, which is Star Lasso experience. Ricky is going to have his moment here. He is going to give us the show of a lifetime, the last show of your lifetime if you're at this show. And pretty much we see that in this scene, if you count like as you watch the movie, now this might change when the movie comes out and we really get to pause it and stuff, but if you really count and see how many people are in this experience, including Ricky himself and his family, everybody in the bleachers, you pretty much know that there are about 40 people here. So we're going to go at 40 here. So now we pretty much have a insane amount of people that have just gotten completely eaten, and we are at 58 count. And let's get to how exactly we're going to defeat Jean Jacket here. So Lucky the horse got saved due to the fact that he was in this little like hut of sorts, little case that Ricky had built. And I like how Lucky was like, I ain't going out there when Ricky was trying to get him to come out here. Lucky got saved. Now, as they make it all the way back to the house and everything, and the news starts to spread about what exactly happened at Jupiter's Claim, people are starting to realize that there's something going on here. And so this is what actually gets Antlers, the director, to come out, but also the TMZ guy, who is going to be our next victim we see get eaten by this thing, as we see him speed through, not a care in the world. He needs to get the spectacle on camera. He has to be first, and pretty much the theme resonates throughout about wanting to be the one and only to get the spectacle, and we see pretty much that he gets eaten as well. Now we are at 59. So who is next? Next one, of course, we see is the director Antlers, who doesn't feel he got the adequate shot, who feels the impossible shot is worth doing whatever it takes, and goes out there and pretty much just says, hey, I'm an open, like, free snack right here, right? That's how Jean Jacket probably saw it. And ultimately, he does get the perfect shot, but it cost him his life. And so now we are at 60 kills so far. So this pretty much would think or make you wonder that that's it. This is where we pretty much end things off. And I want to say I would want that to be the last case. Like, I want Angel, Emerald, and OJ to be at the end of this thing and pretty much survive it all. But we still have to pretty much get this thing out of here and destroyed. And after our plan and everything goes through, we pretty much see Emerald and OJ kind of sort of sacrifice almost themselves to try and get this thing out of here. Does OJ sacrifice himself, though? That's a big question. So before we get to that, we pretty much have Jean Jacket get killed as well. So we'll put him in there to the mix as well. And we're at a grand total of 61 kills now. So pretty much, if you want to believe OJ did survive or didn't survive, you could say we're at 62 if he didn't survive. If he did survive, we're at 61 kills. But that's a question that I'm going to answer in a video I have today as well. So check out that video before we get into it. But I'm going to leave it at 61 for now. But if you think OJ did die, then we're at 62. So 62 kills, including the monster itself. Something I had almost brushed up over when I was trying to think about making this video when I first watched this movie was I forgot to include the 2 hikers at the beginning and also the horses that Ricky had already given to the monster itself. So that really puts us over 60 kills in this whole movie, which is insane. And I'm definitely excited to check it out more. If we do have a director's cut of this film, which is 3 hours long, we might have some more kills that happened that weren't shown in the movie. But for now, that's the number I'm sticking with that makes the most sense for how many kills exactly we had. And if you're wondering, how do you even survive this thing? We do have a video on that as well, so go check it out, how to survive Nope. And we will have the video on whether or not OJ died and the theory surrounding both things, so make sure you tune in for that video as well. That should be up sometime today. But like I said, we will talk more about Nope if y'all want, but for now I think these might be the last 2 videos we do on it until we get some more deleted scenes or maybe a full director's cut and all of that. So stay tuned for those videos. But we do talk about other stuff as well, a lot of horror movies and shows, as well as anything else really. You can go check out our channel and see it for yourself. But as always, if you're in the know of everything you want to know about pop culture, you have to follow us. CultureElixir.com is our website. We also have our Twitter, our TikTok, Instagram pages where we post stuff as well. So don't miss out on any of that. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. We are on the road to 25,000 subscribers. We hit 23,000 just a couple of days ago. So I'm excited to try and get to that 25,000 mark where we will do a giveaway. So don't miss out on that. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. So let me know before we end the video, do you think that OJ ultimately died in the end, sacrificed himself so that Emerald would be able to save herself, get the picture and all of that, save the ranch, or do you think that he survived in the end? I mean, there's a lot of theories surrounding both things. Like I said, we're going to go more in depth, talk about it in my video today, so make sure you check out that video and make sure you're subscribed, notification bell on to know when that drops, and it might be up by the time you're watching this, so just go to my channel page and you'll probably find it there. Did OJ survive or not, or what happened to OJ video.